Hi and welcome to the Malat Cookery channel. So we've got Halloween coming up, and over the next 4 weeks I want to do at least 2 or 3 videos showing some creative Halloween themed food ideas. So the recipe I want to show you today is our brain oozing zombie potato heads. It was probably the only time we ever got our kids to eat things like roasted new potatoes, which is basically what today's recipe is. As usual, a full list of ingredients will be given at the end of the video, so let's have a look at those ingredients and any other equipment we're going to need for today. So what we're going to need for today, I've got some new potatoes which have been washed because we're going to be leaving the skins on. These are about 3 or 4 centimeters in length. Some sausage meat. This is actually 1 pork sausage which has had the skin removed. That's more than enough for the recipe. Some barbecue sauce, some olive oil, and then for the equipment that we're going to need, I've got an apple corer, a small teaspoon. I've got an old nozzle off a piping kit, so this is just a small nozzle. This is for actually making the eyes in the potatoes. You can use just a knife to cut the eyes out if you want to. It's just something I found in the cupboard. And also a skewer. I'll show you what that's for later. So the first thing we have to do is to actually prep the new potatoes. So if I show you how to do that. So we take one of the new potatoes, take our apple corer, and then we're just going to go in one end, down about halfway, and then remove the apple core itself. Then take our piping nozzle, or if you're going to use a knife, I'm just going to dig that in, not too far, and then next to it to create 2 eyes. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. Then we take our teaspoon and create a mouth. So I'm just going to start there and just roll the actual teaspoon around. Go down 2 or 3 millimeters and do exactly the same thing again. Just roll it around and then take out the potato that we've cut. So we end up with that 2 eyes and a sad mouth with the apple corer going through the top. That's it. So we do that now to all of the potatoes. So that's all of the potatoes done. Doesn't take very long to do that at all. Right, now let's show you the next step. So the next thing we need to do with our prepared new potatoes is to simmer them for 14 minutes in some salted water. So I've got water in the pan, seasoned it with a little bit of salt. Now I'm going to place the potatoes into the pan. Get this back up to the simmer as soon as possible, and then it's 14 minutes on a simmer and the potatoes will be done. So the pan is now back up to a simmer. I'm going to be using a timer for this, and obviously I've set it to 14 minutes. So once the potatoes are cooked for 14 minutes, it's important that we drain off the hot water straight away and we refresh the potatoes in cold water to stop them cooking any further. The next thing to do is we need to fill the potatoes with the sausage meat. So we take one of the potatoes and just with a knife, just take out the top of the core, like that, and then just gently go around with the edge of the knife, just taking out the remainder of the potato from the inside. Just be careful doing this. What you don't want to do is split down the sides of the potato. If you do split down the sides, it's not that crucial, but this just makes it a lot neater. And then once we've got the vast majority of the potato out from the middle, we then take some sausage meat and just start to pack down in there until we get the sausage meat flush with the top of the potato. And yeah, you've guessed it, it's the sausage meat that becomes the actual brains. So that's it, that's all we need to do. And we just make sure obviously we do that with every potato. So all of the potatoes are now filled with the sausage meat. I've drizzled them with some olive oil. They're in an oven-proof dish. We're now going to preheat the oven to 190 degrees centigrade and we're going to roast these potatoes for 20 minutes. So the potatoes are now cooked. It actually took 25 minutes, not 20 minutes. And you can tell when they're cooked because, I don't know if you can see on this one, but the sausage meat starts to expand and push out of the top of the potato. Again, that's this oozing brain description. So the last thing to do is I'm just going to take some barbecue sauce and just drop it into each one of the eye sockets and the mouth. Now our twins don't like tomato ketchup, however I didn't mention it in the ingredients at the start, but you can always use tomato ketchup instead of barbecue sauce, or even together with the barbecue sauce. So you can place barbecue sauce into the eyes and maybe tomato ketchup into the mouth for blood. Just experiment, whatever suits you. The gorier the better. Oozing brain zombie potato heads, as you've seen, really easy to do, and they're actually delicious as well. Please subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell icon next to the subscribe button because we have lots more videos coming out, and as usual, if you've enjoyed this particular video, hit that like button. Thank you very much for watching.